Welcome back, Legend. Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 200 meters, turn left. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. In 200 meters, turn left. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. In 400 meters, turn sharp left. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Recalculating route. Turn around when it is safe to do so. At the roundabout, take the first exit. Arrived at your destination.
a load of that. Looks like an old Baja truck. Oh, this thing's won more off-road races than you or I have had hot dinners. Needs new tires, probably new suspension. I'll call you when it's ready.
Meters. Turn left. Turn left. In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
It's a Renault Trail. That makes sense. In the 60s, there was a ban on imports, so the government allowed them to be built here. Gracias for finding it. I'll get it running. Shouldn't take long. These things are indestructible.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 100 meters, turn right. In 400 meters, turn sharp left. Turn sharp left. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
No. They found one of these things in Texas a few years back, and I had no idea there was another. That is a 250 GTO. We've hit the jackpot. Wait till you see this thing return to its former glory. I'll call you.
Why don't I hook you up with Ramiro and the extremely mysterious unknown racer who runs meetups in Guanajuato?
In 200 meters, turn left. In 400 meters, turn right. Recalculating route. At the roundabout, take the first exit. When it is safe to do so. Arrived at your destination.
Rami, nice ride.
I have to look good for my old compadres. And I thought, what looks better than beating a Horizon superstar into your hometown? First to the Basilica wins. Vámonos! Let's do this!
So, there's a bit of a street scene around here.
Maybe. Back then I was just a little kid learning to drive with my mommy and my tios. I couldn't even reach the pedals. But you know, they do say that the most fierce street racer in all of Mexico comes from Guanajuato.
Ah, do they really?
Well, see? They say he's never lost a race. Who knows if he'll make an appearance at Horizon?
And does this feared street racer have a name?
Oh, many names. They call him El Jefe, El Perrón, El Guapo, El Valiente. You might meet him one day. But not if you can't even beat me into town. Coming up on Guanajuato. Wait till you see the city at night. Welcome to Guanajuato, home of La Familia Mirón, best city in Mexico. The name means Hill of Frogs.
That's not very street racing.
Then you've never seen a frog at top speed, superstar. Put a cafe there. Turn off, turn off.
Sorry, folks.
That's okay. The tunnels were built to keep the city from flooding. They are perfect for El Jefe and the local street racers. Oh, and watch for traffic. These streets can get busy, but I've heard the racers find it adds to the challenge. I mean, so I've heard. final stretch. The Basilica is just around... the corner.
I wish El Jefe could see us now.
Oh, he can, my friend. Now get across the finish line. You're on the final stretch. The Basilica is just around the corner. La Basílica Colegiata de Nuestra Señora de Guanajuato. Racers come here to ask Our Lady for her blessing. You know, I might be able to contact El Jefe. I hear he's pretty strict, but if he thinks you're good enough to join the street scene, then who knows?
Dude, I know it's you.
Está bueno, pues. Then you're in. Come on, let's go meet my compadres. Well, now my darkest secret is out, my friend. I have something else to show you. Follow me.
Where are we going now?
Out of the city, to our racers meetup.
Does your family know about El Jefe?
Are you kidding? My father would be furious, and my Uncle Carlos would challenge me to a race before every family meal.
Well, you can't keep street scene a secret anymore.
You're going to have to show these racers how it's done. They've never been part of a festival before.
I'm sure they'll learn fast.
Lesson numero uno. Give the people what they want.
And what do the people want?
Someone willing to bend the rules. And we have company. Meet my compadres. When we started this meetup, we were just a few kids racing around in old cochos. Since then, the racers, the engines, the party have all grown a little bit. Sorry about all the mystery, by the way. It was nice to visit home as myself for a change.
It was fun. Thanks for showing me your hometown, Remy.
My problema, my friend. Welcome to Horizon Street Scene. Welcome to Horizon Street Scene. Fully approved and ready to go. Take a look. I've set up street races all across Mexico. There's a lot of people who want to take you on. No pressure.
Races are swarming into Horizon Street Scene, even though it's not very underground anymore. Whatever you do, don't tell them. It's important for their street cred. So, I think Jay just wants to show you his new car, although I have had a number of unknown callers asking about him. What's he done this time?
In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. 400 meters, you will arrive at your destination.
There he is. So, some street racers just turned up. Oh, are they friends of yours?
No, we're not friends. And we're not street racers, Jamin. We're the Born Fast Racing Society.
Yeah, more like born rich.
Mira, amigo, you're in my country now. So throw down on the road, or go home.
Racing sounds good. Let's do this.
Get to your cars then. Now, Born Fast.
Or dead last, mi amigo. Vamos, let's go.
Okay, before you ask, I have no idea what that guy's problem is, and I'm completely innocent. Wait, who is this guy? It's Tristan. Let me start from the beginning. A few years ago, I went to this midnight meet-up in London. Heard it might be cool. Turns out, it was just a spoiled rich kids convention. So you beat him in a race? Well, yeah, but it was one race. You and I win and lose all the time. We don't go around being jerks about it. How come they've never been to Horizon? You ask me. The festival could do without these types. Steady on, Jay. Let's see if they can drive. Corner coming up. Let's see his turning circle. You've got skills, Pablo. We just need to get you a real street machine.
I'll build a Chilo hot rod from scratch. Don't worry. Mi padre will pay for everything.
No need. Come down to street scene. We'll hook you up. How about you, Tristan?
I don't think so. I'm not going to stoop to racing you. You're not even in that ridiculous Hall of Fame of yours.
So, the Born Smug crew aren't done yet. Tristan has organised another showdown at the stadium. You can head there now. Or, this is weird, but I got a call from the kid you'll be racing. Says he wants to talk to you. Your choice. But it sounds like a trap to me.
Hey there, it's Charlie. Just wanted a bit of a natter before the race. Just you and me.
$400 meters. Turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
So, there's this thing. Just wanted to chat about it. Get in your motor, I'll tell you on the way.
What's on your mind?
Do you really not mind it if you lose?
Well, I don't love it. But no one wins every time.
No, you don't understand. I'm not one of them. I went to Tristan's school on scholarship, but we clicked. We get on well. So they let me in the crew, and it was fun for a while, but I can't keep pretending.
So, why don't you leave?
It's not that easy. Tristan was a mate, until this thing with Jamin set him off the deep end. I thought maybe if I hand him a big surprise win, with your help, of course.
Are you asking me to throw the race?
Yeah. No. You're right. It's stupid. Hey, good luck in the race, superstar. You won't need it.
Thanks, Charlie. I'll think about it.
There you are. Get on the line. Don't give him an inch, Charles. I want you to win.
Only winners.
Yeah, Tristan, I know.
So, what was that little meeting all about? Charles asked me to throw the race.
Really? Wow. Are you going to?
Not sure. To be honest, I think you'd have more fun in street scene.
Ah, well, I'm sure you did your best, Charlie. I'll give you some pointers later.
So, I tried ignoring his calls, but Tristan Whiny Baby won't let this thing go. Have you tried not calling him names? No. Why would I try that? Got loads more good ones where that came from. Anyway, he's putting up a new racer for you to destroy.
In 400 meters, turn left. Recalculating route. 400 meters. Turn left. Turn left. Arrived at your destination.
Superstar. No Jay again. Shame. Guess he's so busy being a famous Horizon racer, he doesn't have any time for any actual racing.
You know, it's a big festival, Tristan. There's room for both of you.
Tell him that. Tell him I'll take my invite to the UK festival while he's at it. It's only 3 years too late.
Wait, he never...
Tristan, your personal issues bore me. I am ready to race now.
Oh, hey.
This is Antonia Ritter. She's lead driver in the racing team she owns. You've had a decent run with the Born Fast crew, Superstar, but this is where it ends.
Born fast.
Or dead last. Now, out of my way, please.
Yo, how's the race? Sorry I couldn't be there, I was...
Jay, did you invite Tristan to Horizon UK?
What? I don't know. Was I supposed to? He can decide where he goes, he's a grown-up, isn't he?
Yeah, but you're both acting like whiny little... Ah, we'll talk later. This lady can drive.
Yeah, okay. Speak soon.
I am the superior driver. I have carefully examined this route. There is no doubt that I will succeed here.
Hey! You knew the route ahead of time? That's not fair.
Incorrect. I have studied every possible permutation of courses along the Mexican road network as a part of my pre-race preparation. I will ignore no opportunity to demonstrate I am the better driver.
Wow. I spent hours choosing a car horn.
You beat me. How did you beat me? Show me what you did on those corners. I want to know everything.
Hey, Antonia. If you want some extra practice, come to Street Scene.
I will consider it. Novelty horns sound fun.
Hey! So I texted Tristan, but my message came out really sarcastic, and long story short, he's sending another... Born Fast racer after you.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. Recalculating route. In 400 meters, turn left. Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 100 meters, turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
Don't sleep on this driver, Will. I mean it. Take him seriously.
Tris, my man, relax. I'm the best racer in North or South America.
Nice to meet you too, William. Shall we do this?
Born fast. Or dead last. You know it. Do it. Go, go, go!
Jamin! It's me.
Hey, what's up? How's the race going?
I know you're watching, Jamin. Don't pretend. Wow, this guy. Is he for real?
Is a bit intense. Rich dad, sister's a bit of a character, and he has a whole system for racing too. He takes this very seriously.
More than very seriously, I think.
impossible. This doesn't represent me. This doesn't represent me. Don't put this on my record.
It was fun, William. Perhaps another time?
Right, so, one racing feud at a time, but there's another of Tristan's friends storming around the festival, looking for Kira.
You mean our Kira? Kira Harrison?
Yeah, that's what I said. But no, definitely Kira. Can you go and deliver the bad news? This next racer is kind of intense.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. Recalculating route. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Arrived at your destination.
Tegan, I told you, Kira isn't here. She's running operations in the UK, and Australia was a long time ago.
Makes no difference to me.
Hey, Tristan. Tegan. I guess we're racing.
It's certainly not a social call.
Wow. Well, okay. Let's go then.
Going fast?
Darn right I am.
Anna, call Jamin.
Calling Jamin.
Jay, look up Tegan Ashley.
One sec. Tegan Ash. Oh, wow. She tried to buy Horizon Australia.
What? Like, the whole thing?
Yeah, and her mum has the mining money to do it, but Kira told her the festival boss job wasn't for sale. So she...
I guess she didn't take it well.
Nope, not at all.
No! 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 I can't race my way in. I can't buy my way in. What do you want from me?
Easy, Tegan. Are you all right? Forget about Born Fast. If you want to race for Horizon for a while, clear your head. That's absolutely fine.
Like they'd have me now. Nobody takes me seriously, all because of my family's stupid money.
Are you kidding? We'd love to have you. Nobody at Street Scene cares who your mum is.
Hey, superstar. Quit showing off and come collect this Renault before I take you for a spin.
So you're the superstar. Tristan's right. Much more impressive than Jimin, and less irritating.
Jay's really nice once you get to know him. Sorry, I didn't get your name.
I'm Katya. Born Fast and all of that. In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left. In 200 meters, turn right. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right.
Drift zone! This is my Horizon happy place. Now, throw the backhand out and show me something. That was definitely something. Try to hold it through the flags next time. It's not easy.
200 meters, turn left. Turn left. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Superstar, I believe you've spoken to Katya, my second in command. Maybe the second fastest thing on Earth, after me.
He likes to tell himself that.
Katya and I have been talking, and we thought you might consider joining Born Fast. With you in the crew, Horizon would be history.
Yeah. Except I don't care who wins, Tristan. I'm here to have fun.
I told you he would refuse. No matter. Now we get to see who really is second fastest.
Born fast, or
See you at the finish line!
dead last? What, nobody likes the motto now?
Nice, Katya. Anna, call Katya.
Finding her number. Dialing now.
Yeah?
Hey, Katya, it's me. Can I talk to you about something?
About what?
Tristan, tell him Jay should not have made that Born Rich joke.
Oh, these boys. Tristan is just terrified Jay might be right. I'm being called out by one of your favorite racers.
Wait, Tristan is a Jay fan?
He used to send me every midnight run, every PR stunt video. Why do you think he wanted an invite to Horizon UK in the first place?
Ah, that makes sense.
Forgive Tristan. He can't help being rich. Now, enough therapy. This is between you and me, superstar. So this is what dead last feels like? Not so bad.
Well, I guess it's you and me next, Tristan.
I don't think so. I'm not going to stoop to racing you. You're not even in that ridiculous Hall of Fame of yours.
Really? Well, talk soon, I guess, then.
So, Tristan won't race you until you're in the Hall of Fame. Well, you want to tell him? I already told him. We're waiting for you.
I've got a better idea, Jay. Meet us down there.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 100 meters, turn left. Recalculating route. In 100 meters, turn left. In 100 meters, turn right. In 200 meters, turn left. Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 400 meters, turn left. Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 400 meters, turn left. In 200 meters, turn right. Turn sharp left. Recalculating route. In 400 meters, turn right. In 200 meters, turn sharp right.
Oh, you're gonna lose this one, Tristan.
Hey, you two! Calm down, Jay. So, Tristan, shall we finish this? Hey, Tristan! Board fast?
Board fast? Hey! You were supposed to beat them, not join them!
Anna, add Jamin and Tristan to a group call.
Dialing them both and creating a group call now.
Yo, you okay? What's going on?
Tristan Westfield-Bourne speaking.
Guys, you two should have been best mates, not worst enemies. So we're gonna fix that right now.
Well, if you think I'm going to group therapy while racing, you are quite mistaken.
Jay, anything you want to say to Tristan?
Look, I'm sorry, all right? Sorry I called you Born Rich. That was me.
Tristan, that's your cue.
I'm sorry about all of this. Anyone else, I wouldn't have cared.
Yes, that was epic! Now, who wants to go back to the start line and make it best 2 out of 3?
Right. Now we can get back to street scene without all this drama, okay? Both of you?
Absolutely. But can I just say, that drama led to the sickest race series in Horizon history. Yo, Tristan, come to street scene this weekend. I'll introduce you to everyone, but you still have to pretend like we still can't stand each other, okay?
I get it. But I want to drive that Aventador of yours.
Ramiro was saying the same thing. I'll give him the go-ahead for the marathon. There it is. Horizon Mexico is complete. How'd you feel?
Couldn't have done it without you, Haley.
Well, obviously. But I couldn't have done it without you either, superstar. Nice work. All right, enough messing around. Let's get you into this Hall of Fame, shall we? Back on the road.
Let's do this.
Hey, amigo. Gracias a ti, Horizon Street Scene has never been bigger. Nice work, my friend.
In 100 meters, turn left. Calculating route. 200 meters, turn right. In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. Turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
This is it. The marathon. The biggest street race we've ever built. Are you ready? of Horizon Mexico! I knew you could do it! You're one of the best street racers at Horizon! Hey, amigo. Remember that thing I said I needed help with? This is it. You in?
Of course. What do you need?
Excellent. Come meet me near Mulegé.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. Have arrived at your destination.
I hope you know some shortcuts. See you at the finish line. Don't make me wait for too long. Ah, I see what you're doing, but you still can't win. What a race! I am actually surprised the first generation still holds up. I'm sure you didn't cheat.
Saludos again. Remember our stock versus scratch race where I beat you by about dos millas?
Not how I remember it.
Papa Fernando said a racer should be their own mecánico. Well, I have the ultimate test. Come and meet me.
Turn left. Turn left. In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. Recalculating route. In 400 meters, turn right. In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination. In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
So, what do you have planned, Ellie?
Nada, nada. Well, I did get a hold of a bare VW Beetle chassis, and I have built something from scratch. Papa Fernando would probably think I've gotten a little bit loca.
And you've got a Koenigsegg here too, because
Because we're going to race them, of course. This time I get stuck, and don't hold anything back.
you're on!
What did you think of my hypervocho?
I think you set this whole thing up just so you can say hypervocho.
Maybe I did. If you like, bring your vocho down to the auto show sometime, and I'll show you how to customize it.
Brilliant! Well done. Oh, and mi familia has organized a small exhibit of Papa Fernando's things at the outpost. You should take un vistazo.
He sounds like a great guy. I wish I'd known him.
Right, kid. We're back in it. Get here when you can.
Another stunt? I'll be right there.
In 200 meters. In 200 meters, turn right. Turn right. Recalculating route. In 400 meters, turn left. In 400 meters, turn sharp left. In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. Meters. Turn left. Turn left. arrived at your destination.
Right, this is a post-credit scene. And according to the call sheet, Victor wants... both of you.
Both of us? He doesn't know I exist, right?
Scene 121A. The two Alexes. Action!
Hey, what do you say we make this one real?
Oh, you know it! See you at the finish line.
Ah, yes, this is what we have been working toward. The within made manifest. The conflict, real. The outcome, unknowable. My greatest work. A clever wazzock.
Cut and print. And that, with any luck, is definitely, positively a wrap. So, Victor's asked me to join his remake of Rendezvous. Turns out he saw the thing we did in Edinburgh. It's a huge opportunity. And all thanks to you, kid.
Actually, you know, I've got this idea. It's about twins who fight crime. In cars. I'm in. Tell me more.
Hey, mi amigo. The university is publishing data on desert weather patterns. I think we'd get the best readings from the Baja. I really hope we see a sandstorm.
Me too. Let's go.
Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
Está bien. If we want to gather data from inside a sandstorm, first, we have to find one. Let's tour the region. You want to drive, or should I?
You're the scientist. I'd better drive.
Some desert landmarks will be helpful if we get hit with poor visibility. I can take survey data on the way. When you step on it, my friend. That's enough for one day. Time to get the raw data back to the university. Muy bueno. Now you have your bearings for when we find that big sandstorm. I'll keep an eye on the forecast and give you a call.
Fingers crossed.
Hola, amigo. Still working on this desert weather survey for the university. Can you meet me? Be right there.
In 200 meters, turn left, turn left. Sharp right. Turn sharp right. You have arrived at your destination.
No storms in the horizon just yet. Lo siento. While we're waiting, how would you like to throw a desert flyer around some sand dunes?
Might as well.
Now, let's demonstrate some physics, no? I should say, I've also set up some important scientific equipment for you.
Great! More things for me to smash.
Well, if you must, I'm sure we could use the data. Clearly, this is a lesson on the shape of a parabola. Perfecto! The loss of traction can cause the phenomenon you call oversteer. This is excellent practice for driving in poor visibility.
You mean, if there's a sandstorm?
When there is a sandstorm, my friend. I have seen the satellite pictures. Trust me. Sí, muy bueno. An effective demonstration of Newton's third law. The numbers are looking good. Show me more. Ándale. Excelente. I'll get the numbers to the university. And the video to my friends at Horizon. Bien hecho. Be ready for the call. According to the weather service, it's going to be a big one.
Count me in.
Oh, I will. Call you soon.
Dry conditions in the Baja region. Wind increasing. This is it, my friend. This is it. Get down here.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 200 meters, turn left. Recalculating route. In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
Juan? I got here as fast as I could.
Oh, not fast enough. Hey, get in. Vámonos, vámonos. This storm is forming over there. Winds up to 110 kilometers per hour. Can't you go any faster?
Sure. What do we do when we get there?
You know. Science. Let's just get there. There it is. The sandstorm. Full speed ahead. Straight into the middle.
Okay. Are you sure?
See. The university equipped us with sensors. We'll be gathering data the whole way. Are you lost? Or are you smashing things on purpose? Going this fast when we can't see? Making superstars proud! What? You think we need to kick up more dust? Take a left here! Right turn coming up! You can't get much closer to a sandstorm than we just got, my friend. Bien hecho. With our data, the university will be able to track weather patterns much more accurately, so drivers can avoid sandstorms in the future.
Why would you avoid them? They're awesome.
amigo. I found something. Drop by when you can.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. Recalculating route. In 200 meters, in 200 meters, turn left. Recalculating route. Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 200 meters, turn left. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Recalculating route. In 200 meters, turn right. In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left.
Pool, beach views, lots of rooms. Lindo. And don't worry, the garage is big too, I checked. Felicidades! Now, do we lay around on the beach or get back on the road? Great purchase, my friend. Here's the keys.
I've seen pictures of these things. Not so much now, but they used to be everywhere. Get this, they were even used as ambulancias.
This is a big investment, my friend. If you're sure, I'll call the owners and vouch for you. I'm sure they'll hand over the keys when they know it's you. Whoa! How does it feel to own a castle? Enjoy, my friend!
Hola, hola! Remember the old book I told you about? I went and dug it out of a box at my padre's place. I want to try and find something.
And you need a driver.
And I need a driver. Yeah, bien. Head for Las Barrancas. I'll explain on the way.
So, what are we looking for?
My favorite book is called El Camino de Sidney Wolverstone, about an explorer who traveled Mexico 200 years ago. In her book, she describes these Atlantis she found, giant statues. But there aren't supposed to be any of those near here.
Giant statues? From an old book?
That aren't supposed to exist, yes. I've been piecing together clues from the book. Do you think you can get this car right into the river at the bottom of the Copper Canyon?
You really don't know me very well.
Copper Canyon is a wonder of Mexico. There used to be 6 separate rivers which came together to create the landscape that we're seeing now. 4 times larger than the Grand Canyon, covering 25,000 square miles. Oh, and the green color in the rock is why I got that name, Copper. A ver, let's get pictures here. In the book, Lady Sydney's expedition makes camp here, but that's just a fun story. Yeah, the book talks... That is increíble. How has no one ever found this before?
Hola, amigo.
According to the book, there is a statue at El Arco de Cabo San Lucas. Wolverstone said she found it at sunset, but I thought we could try an experiment. I've worked out where the book says the statue should be. We can set out and reach the area around mid-morning and see what we can find. Or the other option is we get to El Arco just as the sun sets. If you believe the story, that's when we'll find the statue. Meet me here when you're ready to set out. We'll reach El Arco by mid-morning easily. All right, let's get going. The sun's setting, but we have enough time to get there along the beach. I'm excited. Do you think we'll find it?
To be honest, I don't know. But I'm getting the sense that there's more to Mexico than meets the eye.
Did you know Sydney Wolverstone was also a, I can't say what's the word, a botanista? A botanist, a natural historian, and a pretty decent artista. You want to talk about las maravillas de Mexico? Just read about her life. The book describes several sites where Sydney Wolverstone found statues. She believed they weren't Aztec, though, which is interesting because they look Toltec to me, but even that isn't really clear. We know so little about the Toltecs, about the whole pre-conquest era, in fact. There are so many undiscovered sites, so much forgotten history in Mexico, so many things we don't know about the people who've lived here for thousands of years. Interesting. The design doesn't seem entirely Aztec, but it does remind me of Tlaloc, the rain god. This is amazing. I'll work out where the next one should be and give you a call.
Where does the trail lead from here?
South and inland. I'm sure of it. I'll be in touch. There it is! Right in the sun where the book said. Grab a picture of it.
Hola, amigo.
I've been reading the diary over and over. I think Lady Sydney's expedition came inland, but... No sé. It's hard to find the evidence. Okay, we'll check out El Arco de Cabo San Lucas and see if it matches the book. Let's get there fast.
You read my mind.
Beach. The book says, we found the statue by the Ark looking out across the Pacific in the warm light of the setting sun. I don't see it. Huh. Well, let's get some lunch and try back later in the day. Oh, I told you that was the best place to eat around here. Was I wrong? Aye. Okay, we need to get going. Can you get us to the beach before the sun sets?
You mean outrun the sun? Yep, I think I can do that. Even with the extra helping of tres leches.
There it is! Right in the sun where the book said. Grab a picture of it.
Right, that is freaking me out. It's right there. How did we miss it?
The shadows were really deep just here earlier. Maybe we just didn't see it? But now I really want to see if we can find any more of these mysterious statues. Okay, mira, escucha. Listen to this. El pueblo de Mulegé, un oasis tranquilo. If she made it to Mulegé, the expedition must have traveled upriver. I still can't believe this. I used to take the book to mi escuela and my teachers told me Lady Wolverstone's adventures were as fictional as Pedro Páramo or Sherlock Holmes.
So she never got any credit?
Never asked for any. She said she was writing stories for her grandchildren. But if they're true, her story deserves to be told. And you and I can prove it. Vamos, to Mulegé. Let's go. We can start in the center of town and move outwards. Lady Sydney writes that a local bruja, a wise woman, said the statues were only visible on certain days in the rain because they are statues of Tlaloc.
I still think it's the trees hiding it. But call me when you work out the next location, okay?
Hey, amigo! Haley called to ask about the promo shots, but when I told her... about the diary, she said... They can wait. Come pick me up. We need to go to Agua Azul.
I'll be right over.
Ready to head for Agua Azul? Eso bien. We might get a little wet.
I'll keep the windows closed.
Okay, a ver. Okay, let me translate this part. The cool waters of Agua Azul quenched our thirst and inspired our hearts. In the heart of the blue water is where we found them.
Them? Are we looking for more than one statue, mate? And in the heart of the blue water? What does that mean, I wonder?
No, but so the question is, why was the diary of Lady Sydney Wolverstone published as fiction? She was really here. She really had aventuras all over Mexico.
Maybe she didn't want to be famous.
Maybe she didn't think anybody would believe her. Muy bien. Keep heading west. Muy bien, ahí estás. We'll turn off the road near the waterfalls. The pictures are good. And you know having pictures means no one can doubt us if we can find the statues again.
Oy, oy, oy. This is big. I have our next lead. Meet me as soon as you can.
I found more of Lady Sydney's papers, original drafts of El Camino. She made pencil sketches of formations that I recognize in the Valle de las Ranas, and she sketched one of the statues.
Lead the way.
Okay, so, they have fantastic creatures carved in rock. And she found the statue early one morning. And get this, it was after a rainstorm.
And this is another statue of Tlaloc. That is interesting. Let's see if we can find it.
El Valle is east of Guanajuato. Mira, let's go. Valle de las Ranas means Valley of the Frogs, though I always thought the stones looked more like fantastical creatures. And Lady Sydney did too. She got sketches in her book. Mira, imagínatelo, imagine it. Explorers like Lady Sydney came all this way with nothing but ganas y un gran amor for the wilds of Mexico.
She sounds like someone I know.
Yes, yo? I shoot cars for the festival. You do all the work. And my ride is a lot faster than her wagons, no?
We have slightly more than 1 horsepower.
Bueno, I suppose reading El Diario is one of the reasons I became una fotógrafa. I wanted to capture the same belleza she did. Today, the Valle de las Ranas is one of the most visited natural wonders in Mexico. Lady Sydney definitely knew a marvel when she saw one.
But the guidebooks don't say anything about a Tlaloc statue here.
I have it. No, perdón, no hay tiempo para explicar. Just come. Come and meet me.
Mira, I cross-referenced the final pages of the book with all the other papers I could find, and it's Ekbalam. It has to be. Lady Sydney Wolverstone's expedition headed south to Ekbalam. Ekbalam was only properly studied in the 90s, but we know very little about it, actually. In fact, researchers are divided on exactly how much of what we know about the Toltecs is historical and how much is Aztec legend.
So why are we going to Ekbalam and not Tula?
Wolverstone's book doesn't call it Ekbalam, of course, but she describes a large group of buildings, perhaps 20 or more, and a large oval palace. And listen to this. 3 large statues of the sorts I have found in other places.
3? I'm pretty sure I only saw 2.
No, that's not all. She also wrote, the 3rd largest of them in the same stone I have come to recognize lay to the south of the complex, only barely visible, in the driving rain!
Well, let's get there before the rain stops then.
Building and... there!
It's been fun, though I do feel like there should have been treasure at the end of it.
Bueno, maybe...
The treasure was the friends we made along the way?
Aha, you said that, not me.
So that's that.
There's one more thing. According to the book, Wolverstone took a jade statue from the site, but lost it in the flash flood. I'll try and work out where that was. I'll call you as soon as I know.
Now I'm intrigued. Call me, yeah?
Turn around.
Ay, ay, ay. Hi there, Hall of Famer, eh? Woo! No time to explain. Vente ya. Come, meet me.
Thanks, Carmen. Is this about the book?
Ah, there you are. So I worked it out. Remember that flash flood? She was near an abandoned church along a river. And that has to be the Temple of Quechula. Ándale, vámonos. Drive. Claro. Head for the temple at Quechula. Lady Sydney has one more marvel to show us, and you're gonna show me how a Hall of Famer drives, no?
Wasn't the temple at Quechula flooded? I didn't bring my snorkel.
Qué chistoso. Quechula is located on a floodplain, but after a long dry season...
The temple is accessible. I take it back, let's go.
clean up on the church. Oye, qué rápido! This church is 500 years old. It was built in the hopes that it would become the center of an important city, but never did. In 1960... This is amazing. Like a final chapter of the book I never got to read as a girl. I hate to say it, but it feels like this belongs in a museum.
I agree. But you know it won't be visible unless you go see it at exactly the right time.
You don't believe that, right?